Hey guys, my name is Katie Green, and today I will be talking about the Coral Reef Alliance charity. This charity is obviously focused on coral reefs. So, some general facts about it. It was founded in 1994, so that makes it pretty old. It scored an overall 90% on Charity Navigator, which is just a really good website when comparing various charities. It received a gold on GuideStar, which is a pretty good rating, and it reported $3 million in revenue in 2019. That is a good amount of money, so it is a fairly large coral reef foundation. And it is focused on local, regional, and global levels. So as you'll see later on in the presentation, it has done projects various countries around the world. And just as a little side note, they also encourage protections of related ecosystems, such as mangrove forests and lagoons. So what is the importance of coral reefs? First all, they support 25% of marine life, which equates to over 1 million species. And this is especially astounding considering that coral reefs are really only 1% of the seabed. And another thing is that they indicate ocean health, and they are surrounded by water and they are filters. So any kind of foreign material in the water will obviously have a negative influence on them. They reduce flooding and erosion on coasts by acting as a barrier. They're usually like a mile or two out the coast, and they kind of prevent the larger waves, especially like tsunamis, from damaging the land. They contribute $375 billion to the global economy, and this is through various industries such as tourism, fishing, and recreation. And they've also led to the discoveries of many important drugs. Some of those are anti-cancer and antiviral medications. So some of the current threats that coral reefs are under. The first issue is overfishing. It really upsets the balance that the coral reef has. It can lead to overgrowth of nuisance species. And then also the increase in CO2 levels will lead to an increase in acidity of the water around the coral reefs, and that will lead to slower growth and weaker corals, which is not good considering unsanitary waters are causing an increase in diseases in corals. And as I mentioned before, they are heavily influenced by the water around them. And so any kind of unclean waters will have a lot of bacteria in them, and it can lead to more diseases than normal. And then the rising temperatures and pollution are causing widespread bleaching events, which is basically just the algae around the coral reef like leaving, and that will lead to the death of corals as they lose a vital part of their life. And then this surprised me when I found out about this, but some fishing practices include explosives and poisons, and obviously that will cause the death and destruction of coral. And then global warming is also leading to more storms as it increases the temperature of the winds above the water, and those like more dangerous and strong like hurricanes are causing more damage to the coral. So what is the Coral Reef Alliance doing about this? So they have three main areas in which they function. The first is to clean the waters. So they do assist communities in upgrading wastewater treatment centers to prevent sewage pollution. And they also help actually build the treatment centers if the countries or towns, cities they're working with don't have them. And one specific project they had was in Hawaii. And this is a good way to prevent damage to coral reefs rather than just restore them. So sustainable fisheries are an important part of solving this issue. And they've helped establish management plans for protected areas. So areas that have already had the legal action taken and still just need help setting up plans. and one specific area was Honduras that they helped. And then another area would be habitat protection, which obviously you'd want to do. So they've helped place mooring buoys for boats, and this prevents the boats from using their anchors, as the anchors will drag and sometimes damage the coral reefs underneath them. And then they've also really worked to bring awareness to overcrowding and reef trampling to tourists in various areas. A lot of tourists are not aware of some of the damage they cause unknowingly, so it's really important to spread that awareness. And one specific area was Belize. They promoted sustainable ecotourism, as that is a very important part of coral reefs. So overall, the Coral Reef Alliance is really doing its best, and as you can tell, coral reefs are very important for all life on Earth, really. So, thank you for listening. Have a great day.